Mm-hmm. That's better. Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Dr. Levin's Music Lab. No, I'm not a real doctor. I lost my medical license when I accidentally kept it in my swimsuit pocket and jumped into the pool. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about music. Please notice my microphone. Today we're going to talk about a really cool method of learning rhythms, writing rhythms, practicing cool rhythms called South Indian Rhythmic Solfege, or Solkatu. So basically what this system is, it's a system that's used in India to teach people and children and of all ages about music, similar to the idea of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, which is just tonal solfege or whatever. Rhythmic solfege is taught specifically to teach rhythms. So instead of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, you have ta, ta, ka, ta, ki, ta, ta, ka, di, mi, ta, ding, gi, na, tum, ta, ki, ta, ki, ta, ta, ka, di, mi, ta, ka, ju, na, tum. Different kinds of rhythmic syllables that help you get muscle memory and all kinds of brain connections with how the rhythms feel and how they sound and how your body expresses them. So for groupings of one beat, you typically would go ta, 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 ta. For groupings of two beats, it'd be ta, ka, ta, ka. Groupings of three would be ta, ki, ta. 4, ta, ka, di, mi. 5, ta, din, gi, na, tom. 6 is takita, takita. 7 is takadimi, takita. And 8 would be takadimi, takajuno. So you can use these groupings in two different ways. For example, you could have a phrase like, let's say, takita for 3 and tadinginatum for 5, and together they'd go takita tadinginatum, takita tadinginatum. So if the quarter note is 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a takita tadinginatum, takita tadinginatum, takita tadinginatum, takita tadinginatum, takita tadinginatum, takita tadinginatum. Another way to do it is to make takita a triplet and tadinginatum a quintuplet. So takita, 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 tadinginatum, 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 takita, 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 tadinginatum, 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 tadinginatum. So it could be takita, tadinginatum, takita, tadinginatum, takita, tadinginatum, takita, tadinginatum, takita, tadinginatum, takita, tadinginatum. In which case the 3 is a triplet and the 5 is a quintuplet. So using these two approaches, we can make all kinds of cool rhythms. So let's take a grouping. We'll keep straight 16th notes. Let's do 3, 5, and then 7. 3 will be takita, 5 will be tadinginatom, and then 7 will be takadimi takita. So it'll be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Takita tadinginatum, takadimi takita, takita tadinginatum, takadimi takita, takita tadinginatum, takadimi takita, takita tadinginatum, takadimi takita tum. So what we got there is 3 plus 5 equals 8, plus 7 equals 15. So we really did a measure of 15, 16, because we did each syllable equaled 1/16. Ta was a 16th, ki was a 16th, ta was a 16th, and ta, din, gina, tom. Each one of those was 16ths. And so we ended up with 15 16th notes, and that was our measure. Takita tadinginatum, takadimi takita, takita tadinginatum, tadinginatum. Oops. I meant to say takita tadinginatum, takadimi takita, takita tadinginatum, takadimi takita, takita tadinginatum, takadimi takita, takita tadinginatum, takadimi takita tum. Okay?
Yeah.
So 17 could be 5 plus 5 plus 7. 1, 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a tadinginatum, tadinginatum, takadimi takita, tadinginatum, tadinginatum, takadimi takita, tadinginatum, tadinginatum, takadimi takita, tadinginatum, tadinginatum, takadimi takita tum. So those were measures of 17. Now let's take an easier time signature like 4/4 and make a cool way of doing 4/4. One of my favorites is 5/3/3/5. 5 and 3 equals 8/16. Then 3 and 5 equals 8 more 16ths. Combine that together, you have 16/16, which is equal to a measure of 4/4. taningina tum takita takita taningina tum 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 tum. So that's a really cool way to divide something simple like 4-4. 4-4 you'll find is like an incredible time signature, even though it's like common. There's so much you can do with it. You just take a number, like two numbers that add up to 8 or two numbers that add up to 16. You apply the syllables to them, and then you can use those to set the subdivisions and the accents that you're going to use. Now the other way we did it, where takita was a triplet and then taringinatum was a quintuplet, or takadimi could be sixteenths. You know, when we change it that way, now we can get into some really cool, like accelerating and slowing down, time manipulating kind of ideas. So ta will be a quarter note, ta, 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 ta. Taka will be an eighth note, taka, 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 taka. Takita will be eighth note triplets, takita, 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 takita. Takadimi will be 16th notes, takadimi, 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 takadimi. Taringinatum will be quintuplets, taringinatum, 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 taringinatum. Takita, takita will be 16th note triplets, takita, 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 takita. Then takadimi, takita, sevens, will be septuplets. Takadimi, takita, takadimi, takita, takadimi, takita, takadimi, takita. Then takadimi, takajuno will be 32nd notes. Takadimi, takajuno, takadimi, takajuno, takadimi, takajuno, takadimi, takajuno. So let's try going up the ladder this way. Ta, ta, taka, taka, takita, takita, takadimi, takadimi, taringinatum, taringinatum, takita, 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 takadimi, takita, takadimi, takita, takadimi, takajuno, takadimi, takajuno. Then you can go in reverse. Takadimi, takajuno, takadimi, takajuno, takadimi, takita, takadimi, takita, 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 taringinatum, taringinatum, takadimi, takadimi, takita, takita, taka, takatum, ta, ta-ta. So that's pretty cool. I think it's really great as an exercise to help you build your rhythmic vocabulary, especially if you use a metronome throughout. Definitely use the metronome to help you. And then it's also a great writing tool for coming up with cool rhythms and grooves in meters that you might not normally use, or in meters that you always use but in different ways. So practice reciting the syllables with a metronome so that they get in your in your mouth and they're all comfortable and you can just like say them easily. Then practice different combinations and you'll be on your way to making some great rhythms right now. Please don't sue me for musical malpractice, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson.